Hi, my name is Preston. My pronouns are they, them. I'm a history major here at GSU. I like trains a lot. I collect vinyl, CDs, cassettes, and I like to play video games. RPGs and simulators mostly. Truck simulators, driving games are fun. RPGs, Fallout, that kind of stuff.
What's like your favorite driving game right now?
Right now, overall, throughout my entire life, it's gonna be Burnout Paradise because the soundtrack to that game is just phenomenal. It's so good, and the gameplay is good, but the soundtrack is the cherry on top. So, non-binary means your gender is outside of the gender binary of male and female. Transgender just means that you identify with a gender that was not assigned at birth. To me, non-binary means like the same thing as freedom. It gives me the freedom to do what I want and express myself how I want to. It's actually greatly improved my life. Despite the additional challenges, I used to be really sad, depressed, and anxious, almost all the time to the point of derealization sometimes, and I never knew quite what was wrong. But as I found the community and started doing research, my life has slowly gotten better. Asexual just means that you experience little to no sexual attraction. To me, asexual just means normalcy, like just how I am. Sexuality can be a lot more hidden, and while I knew like my non-binariness and stuff was not normal, I thought that the asexuality part was. I had no idea that like people had these feelings, and so it was just a shock to me when I found that stuff out, and people were like, expecting me to feel this way the whole time, and I was like, what? It's like, I don't really want to date anyone, I don't even want to do that. And then it's just annoying to me because I kind of wish that I learned this stuff in school, or, it's annoying to me when I see people try to ban this type of education and stuff. They're sexualizing the kids. They're like, what if they teach them about asexuality? Like, you're not sexualizing the kids then, like, you're desexualizing them. So it's like, I wish I had known about it sooner, because it would have helped explain things, but like being asexual has changed my life somewhat, mostly once I knew what it actually meant, but I was never interested in relationships or dating or sex or anything before I realized I was ace, and I was never interested, force myself into those kind of situations, no matter the peer pressure or whatever, but I know like a lot of ace people that didn't know about that kind of stuff and took the peer pressure and, would force themselves into these uncomfortable situations. And so that's like really hard, because if you don't know that you're ace and you find yourself in a situation like that, like it can be kind of hard to get out of. I've had the typical harassment, name calling, being laughed at. I've dealt with all that, but my biggest struggle have been dealing with like toxic family members, having to deal with my mental health in situations where I'm misgendered. That can be especially tough because it can make you feel worthless and can invalidate you sometimes, like you're doing it all for nothing, because people will just see you as the gender you were assigned at birth anyways. Some of my family members that are not, like my immediate family is supportive and respectful. Outside of that, it can get a little murky. Like, some respect it, but not enough to do pronouns or not enough to do something like that. And some don't care at all, and they just hate me, simpler. With like immediate family members, it was a lot tougher, because like the few people that I did, just some people that were just so toxic, I just had to like just cut them off completely. And I didn't really talk to them beforehand anyways, because they didn't like me, but they definitely didn't like me now. But so, just cutting if there's no hope for someone that they're ever going to accept you, like you don't want to have a toxic person in your life sitting there constantly like berating you and stuff. So you don't want to do that. But the biggest struggle with being ace is like convincing people that you're actually asexual, because you'll be questioned, doubted, invalidated by the "I can change you" people, and people will believe that you're broken, you're not. It's like sometimes I've doubted myself, and then it's like when everybody's telling you, "This is not you, this is not you, this is not you," it's like, it's just really tough. So. Don't believe everything you see like in the media. Instead, get to know a non-binary person or a trans person in real life, and you will learn all you need to know. I started small, like even before I came out. I would start like shaving my legs and stuff, and then people would ask, and I'd be like, "Oh no, it's fine. I'm just I didn't want to deal with it. It was itchy or whatever. Just make stuff up." I did that for a bit, and it's just I spent like months like research. How do you know? Like, and it's like everything I found, like there's no definite answer. It was just like, you got it. Like, there's no test you can take, and it's really annoying. But yeah. So especially when a lot of people try to like talk you out of it and stuff, and you kind of just have to persevere through that, because it can be hard because people don't want to deal with that. So they'll just tell you, that's not you, that's not you, that's not you, and you don't know. There's no definite test that you can take to know that you're 100% non-binary or trans or anything like that. But you just need to trust how you feel on the inside, and like speaking with members of the community helps a lot to like validate your feelings and stuff. But you just have to take that time with yourself and like think about it. If there was no other factors, no stigma, nothing, what would you do? Like, and so if you would just do whatever you wanted, dress how you want, express how you want, then you're probably non-binary. Like, most cis people don't think about these things, so yeah. Just like talking to people that have shared experiences and feelings, I think is really good to know that you're not like the only one out there. It can also be really beneficial to just sit down with yourself and with your feelings, just by yourself, and just think objectively, if there was no one around, it was just you, would you want to be with a man? Would you want to be with a woman? Would you want to be with a non-binary person? Would you want to be with anybody? Would you want to be with nobody? So you just have to kind of think about that for yourself. Like, forget all the stigma, forget all the harassment. What would you want to do?